Jose Theodore today?
Yes.
Matthew Boudreau?
Yes.
Who's he going to play?
Jason Chimera and Eric Fair.
So, how's Brendan doing? Is he better, or is this just precautionary?
Precautionary. I mean, I'm sure he's not 100%, but I'm sure he's not like he's got a ripped lower appendage.
Right.
Wow.
A ripped lower appendage.
That was more information than I was actually looking for.
I don't even know what an appendage is.
It's like a foot.
Foot's good. Not any other appendages.
Yeah.
Given that you were pretty healthy for a while and you added a bunch of guys to the deadline, did everyone just kind of forget about those guys that you brought up with Hershey the first couple months that were pretty good for you?
I don't know if they forgot about them. We think Matthew Boudreau was very good for us, you know, and here's an opportunity to bring him back, give him another chance under an emergency situation, and we didn't hesitate. So it's, I think there's not only the 26 players that are here, that there's a lot of depth. If you look, Hershey's won 55 games already. I mean, the depth is pretty good throughout the organization.
You mentioned emergency situations. Does that mean the recall doesn't count?
Recall doesn't count.
You were saying John Carlson plays older than his 20 years. What is it that kind of stands out in your mind that makes him kind of that mature player?
To me, what John does is he doesn't let the situation create fear in him, and he wants to be in the tough situations, and 18,000 people screaming against him doesn't bother him. He'll still carry the puck. He'll still make the play that he thinks is necessary. Where sometimes it's with other people, it's like, whoa, what have I got myself into? You know, and he relishes it rather than, or embraces it rather than gets afraid of it. And that's, I think that's a great quality, because it means you have confidence in yourself and in your game, and I think he has that.
With his opportunity now to play a consistent run of games, have you seen a difference in anything from like the trading deadline time when you kind of got him here to where he is now?
No. Well, I think the reason we play him a lot is to gain the experience. You know, I mean, he'll probably miss one more game, I would think, before the playoffs start, but that would have given him 25 games, 26 games in, and so we're hoping that, you know, he's now no longer a rookie. You know, I mean, and he's played, you know, a third of the year, and that he will be able to handle the playoffs. And we think he's got the mentality to handle the playoffs.
How's Brooks doing? Any better?
Yeah, I was at the rink this morning. He was skating with Boudreau was at the rink. Boyd Gordon skating, and Scott, and all of the guys except Juice is still not on the ice, and they were all skating this morning. So, but his face, the swelling has gone down, and he still feels, you know, a little bit of pain in there, but every day it's getting better, which is important.
Brendan skated a little bit too?
I'm trying to think whether he was on or getting dressed. I know Brendan Sean Morrison was out there with him, and Scott Walker, but I just walked through, so I don't know who else was there.
Pittsburgh paper said today that you guys are likely to play the Penguins at Heinz Field. Do you have any feelings one way or another about that?
No, because last year they didn't make any decisions till August or something about this. So I want to know how these lucky Penguin people get to know all the inside stuff. But I don't know. I haven't heard. I'd like to be involved with it. You know.
Would you be opposed to it, or would you? Is it important just to have Ovechkin and company? You know.
I don't know why would I be opposed to it. Yeah. You know, I mean, I think like anything else, I'd like, if we were lucky enough to be involved in that game, I'd love to have it in our area to show the country how good a hockey fans that we have. But that's not for me to make up.
Do you look good in a toque?
Well, it covers my head. Sorry, anything is better than the head I got.
Gabby, the new personnel for Calgary, they've changed. It's been a revolving door. Do those players tend to bring their same styles to a new team? From what you've seen in video, is staging the same stage and et cetera like that?
You know what, I don't know. I think it's an adjustment. Just as the new guys we brought in, they're still adjusting to. It's not just the systems you adjust to; it's the personnel of what you're like as hanging around with your buddies and to meeting new buddies and that. And a lot of times, whether it's our team or teams that I've been on, or the time that I got traded once, it's you don't have as great a year after the trade. And everybody wonders, but the next year is really good because now you're more comfortable with your situation. I don't know if that's what's going on in Calgary or if that's what goes on here. I just know that happens a lot, where the impact of getting a good player at a trade deadline isn't usually as much as you'd expect. And when it does have an impact, then we make a really big story of it. So.
Or Jay's is really overrated.
Who is?
Jay. Is that what you're referring to?
No, I'm not. Where'd that come from?
Huh? I don't know. I was only half listening. The last part. Bruce,
Unless you got half today.
I tuned out for a second. I was thinking about the Heinz Field thing again.
The reporter says I was only half listening to your answer.
Well, it wasn't my question.
Okay.
In other words, we don't count.
So in other words, we only have to listen to the answers to the questions
the
we
Heinz
asked.
Camera on him.
I'm gonna let it keep going. You're right.
Bruce, is this about right for you?
Pretty right.
Okay, and who's going to be with Carlson? 89? Or you're going to be in 2?
That's been the same one for 3 months or 4 months, so we're going to stick with that one.
Okay.
That one's been the same since training camp.
Yep.
So 4 will go there today.
Okay.
Right.
Great.
Right. Anything else?
I normally listen to 100% of your answers, but I was distracted there.
What'd you say?
I said I was distracted.